Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and what an epic episode of Loki, episode 6, season finale. These are just my honest feelings, how stoked I am for the MCU and the next phase. There are spoilers, so watch out. Let's jump into this. You guys, the Marvel intro, like I said before, I love when they switch it up. So this one was really cool. You can see my reaction here. I was losing it. Everything about this show. Directing, acting, CG, color editing, sound editing, costume design. It was everything anyone could ever ask for. And I would like to personally thank Kate Herron, her team, the creators at Marvel. Thank you. Thank you for not just fan servicing, but for telling some wicked stories and making us even more excited to see what's coming from you guys, because it has been creativity at its finest. Whew. This was a behemoth and a Goliath, if you will, of an episode. It was mostly conversation. We got a little bit of a battle scene between Loki and Sylvie, and it was awesome. And, I had a few laughs. I just saw what they did with these characters and how they introduced He Who Remains. So I was worried. I didn't know what they were going to do. And at first, it was like a little bit anticlimactic because they open the elevator doors and there he is and he's like eating an apple and he's in his purple cape cloak. And it was like, oh my gosh, has he gone crazy? It was such beautiful choices from a writing standpoint, director, and an acting standpoint. I am so excited to see where this character is going to go, because we're going to be seeing a lot of them. Maybe not a lot right away, but a lot of different variant versions, different spawned versions of him. I'm just so excited to see these next movies because they're going to be epic. They're going to be... You thought Endgame was good? No. I went up into his room and it looked like the Sanctum, and I was like, oh man, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse Madness is going to be crazy because he's going to be having to shut all of these time branches. Oh, and are we going to see other Marvel characters like X-Men and Deadpool? And I don't even know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't. Honestly, I don't think I've ever loved a season of a show so much from start to finish. We open up and Loki and Sylvie are at the pearly gates of the castle in the ring. Clearly in the time loop and the time branches and flow. And I was laughing. I was like, are they gonna knock? Or are they gonna walk in? You gonna knock? Who's knocking? You? Me? The door opens and we get a jump scare of Miss Minutes looking freaky. Been behind the scenes, as some of us have suspected this whole time. She led them through the Castlemania, Transylvania. We get the reveal, and it's Jonathan Majors. Nothing was revealed, the name Kang, but the purple, everything, He Who Remains, obviously is Kang. I think they're just waiting for this reveal for one of the movies. I didn't know how they were gonna do Kang, so we didn't get a name classification, but we did get him say he was the Conqueror. What was so cool about what they did with this character is because there's so many iterations of Kang for those that don't necessarily follow the comics. So he respawns, and obviously the variants, there's so many different versions of him, and he talks about that. So we get this kind of nicer, more humble, down-to-earth version of Kang. But he's obviously going crazy because he's been meddling with time and all the timelines, and it's his version of this is a good timeline. But his acting and his choices and everything he did as that character, which I think is going to be able to take the story further in all the other shows and all the other movies, because there's going to be so many iterations of him. And obviously, because, spoiler, he died. So yeah, he's like, see you soon, there's gonna be another one of me. So it's gonna be really cool because he's such a strong actor that it's gonna be really cool to see the different iterations of this character and the costumes and everything that they're going to do with him. That being said, it was amazing to also see Loki, Tom Hiddleston's Loki, his character arc, because he's not the same Loki from Avengers, and he's not the same Loki from Endgame. His whole character arc was quite beautiful. And he truly was the hero of the show. which makes sense. The god of mischief knew that he who remains was telling the truth, and he tried to tell Sylvie, no, like, we can't do this. And she was just blinded by the anger, the rage. Loki and Sylvie get into their own fight and they battle it out, and it was a pretty awesome scene. And then I had a couple chuckles when they kissed, but obviously she just did that so she could grab that really cool futuristic tempad that He Who Remains had and just pushes him out the door. Oh, she just was blinded by the hatred. Oh man, what an ending. When Loki runs up to Mobius and B-15 don't know him, and he looks to the side and it's a different statue, and it's not even the timekeepers. It is just straight up Kang the Conqueror. I just was so stoked because I didn't know how they were going to do it. They've left themselves so much room for all the other episodes and shows that are coming out, and obviously for season 2 it's going to be so wicked. So what's going to happen? We're going to have to see. I applaud this. I think it was so well done. Like, we're not worthy, Kate Herron. I feel like comic books movies get such a bad rap, but I feel like what Marvel has done and what they are doing now into the future, it's cool. So I'm a movie fan. I love movies. I love everything. I love comics. Always have. And I just find with WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, especially Loki, I was waiting for Loki the most out of all of this. I was heavily anticipating it, and it did not disappoint. I just feel like everything that they're gonna do moving forward, like, we're gonna get a big bad meanie, and the biggest, baddest meanie, and they're not gonna be afraid to go big with these now. Like, I'm blown away. Slow clap. Everything. Anyways, if you liked my video, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell below, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.